All right, guys, we broke camp. We're headed down. The sun's gonna kill our view where we're going. Anyway, got to go up here pretty much immediately. We got to cross the creek, so we'll get you to there. All right, good news. There's a little bit of a bridge over there. This is just deep enough it would suck this morning. Piece of cake. From back at camp over there, we could see the trail going up through the rocks here, and we could see this cliff face, but we weren't sure how to get through it. But once again, there's rocks, and it's not that deep if you had to just walk it, but that's good to know. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning. So the trail through here isn't really a trail. I knew a percentage of this, like 60% of this trail isn't on trail. Maybe it's 40%, whichever, regardless. But every now and then you'll catch a little cairn. There'll be 20 feet of trail, and then it all just disappears. But it all is going to the same place, I assume, when we get there. It'll make sense. Hey, there is the destination. Got some straight up glacier fed water coming out of here. That is a glacier up high there, and then there's another one over here. We're gonna make water and begin the climb. Not that we haven't been climbing, but I think it's about to get real. Can actually make out the glaciers now. Excuse me, the dark gray in the snow. We were so close, but so far away. I know the wind is going to be horrendous up here. It always is. But this is the Knapsack Col, and I've never been so happy to see my son in his life, except maybe the day he showed up. So we're going to drop down over here towards the right is Titcomb Basin, and then down and around to Indian Basin. And shack up for the night. Holy cow. I still think yesterday was tougher, but we're not even at noon yet, and we're already here. We got a ways to go. Sweet. There's lots of ugly on this side, and we're going right down that snowfield somewhere. Man, look at the energy savings right there. Except I don't think he's going to go very far. A little damp. You can stop using your brake now, you'll go faster.
Yeah, let off on your pull.
Just about ready to keep going down the whole way. We're gonna go over.
Ian, we're gonna go this way.
And then do it again.
And then go down over where we want to end up.
No time like the present, I guess. Yeah, it's not quite steep enough to go here anymore. Brr.
Going in your tracks.
Yeah, if you pick your feet up and leave your ski poles up, you'll haul.
Oh man. I like it that way.
Yeah.
Thank you for making tracks.
There's where we came from. Oh man. Now we're back down on the rocks. That snow is actually fun to come down. That's Titcomb Basin right there. We're gonna go past the two lakes and then head up into Indian Basin towards Indian Pass tonight. Titcomb Basin is an Indian Basin, or a couple of the places where we can actually, I think there's fish. I'm not 100% positive because I've never been here. This seems like that's what the reports are. Tried fishing for a little while, but it's too hot, it's too windy. I'm not even seeing any signs of fish. I've talked to quite a few people up here because this is I think Cirque of the Towers and Titcomb Basin are things that are on people's bucket lists for life, and we've passed a lot of people here, but nobody's fished up here. They're fishing down lower and saying it's good first thing in the morning and right before dark, which is normal. Oh, goodness gracious. So we've almost come to the Indian Basin turnoff. We just got to go up to at least the upper lake and find a camp. Every time I turn around, this place just gives you something. We go around a corner and there's trail in a jumble of rocks, another lake, jagged mountain peaks. And everybody talks about the mosquitoes here. They are real. We are running permethrin on our clothes and picaridin on our skin. And I haven't had a bite yet.
I had one unfortunate bite. But I had exposed skin that didn't get picaridin.
Yeah, you got to put picaridin on your skin everywhere you go. Anyhow, and picaridin says it lasts for 12 hours. And maybe in Walmart it does, but out here in the, like, we'll just get in clouds of mosquitoes. I actually put my mask up over my face to keep them out of my mouth, because as you breathe, you're just sucking them in. But that is the one downfall to all the other not downfalls. Okay, beautiful lake. Over there, that lady just dropped all her clothes off and jumped in the water right in front of us like it was no big deal. But we're gonna go this way. Up on into Indian Pass. So the trail has been a little sketchy through here, but we do know the general area we're going. But we need to cross this. We need to cross this. And I think right here might be the spot. We made it up I think the steep part. This high elevation at the end of the day is tough. I was glad to get Knapsack Col out of the way by lunch and hope that we have Indian Pass out of the way by lunch-ish tomorrow. And then we had a few more mellower days. So there's Lower Indian Lake. And then there's that lake over there I don't know the name of. So we're gonna go down and skirt around this side of the lake and go around that draw a little bit and get up into there. And that's gonna have to do tonight. I'm beat. All right, guys, I'm set up. We're getting to the point where I'm getting too tired once we get to camp that I just sit in my tent. But I'm here. Ian was there and Dustin's up there. Dinner's heating up in the cozy. In Indian Basin, it seemed appropriate. We're having turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes, and I actually brought cranberry sauce this time. So, ought to be good. But that's outside my tent. We made it to the Upper Indian Lake. And that was the goal for the day, so we're doing good. It's taken us a long time to get places, but we're doing it. So, good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys, I'm set up. We're getting to the point where I'm getting too tired once we get to camp that I just sit in my tent. But I'm here. Ian was there, and Dustin's up there. Dinner's heating up in the cozy. In Indian Basin, it seemed appropriate. We're having turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes, and I actually brought cranberry sauce this time. So, ought to be good. But that's outside my tent. We made it to the Upper Indian Lake. And that was the goal for the day, so we're doing good. It's taken us a long time to get places, but we're doing it. So, good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, guys, we broke camp. We're getting another early morning start. The sun, it's got to be close to 8-ish, but the sun just barely broke the mountain. We are headed up there where the sun's blocking us, up over Indian Pass today. Okay, so we camped. Oh, it's hard to see. We camped this morning on this little knoll here. The map showed the trail coming down through this bottom and coming up here, but the actual trail took us clear up on top over by this lake here, through all these rocks. And getting us up high a lot quicker than I thought we were gonna do. Which is okay. We still got a lot of climb to go, but it's not all at the end today. So we're gonna go down through these rocks in the grass here and cut over and go up into that low saddle. I was afraid we were gonna drop down a ton, but it's not that much. But there's lots of snow and lots of water. All right, the trail kind of came through there and followed up through the rocks, across the ice field, and then it's come up from over here and up through here. It's pretty hard to follow. But it's been pretty awesome. Okay, say goodbye to that basin. And check this out, I am on top of Indian Pass. Granted, we pulled it in like an hour and 40 minutes. And not a stitch of wind. Not a stitch. But we need to drop down this pass. We'll go over to the right and then climb up and over another pretty instantaneous pass. What a beauty day. I can't imagine being anywhere else. All right, we finally got a view of where we're going. It will be right, goodness gracious, right there-ish. There's a glacier right around this. Oh, I guess there's the top of the glacier right there. But we made it up over what's considered the pass. Now we got to go down and go up over the other pass.
The next guy's gonna have a way better run than I'm having. It's so nice of him making a path for us.
Right. Okay, so we're back to the same kind of thing as yesterday, except for this slope right here is way steeper. I got going so fast it actually hurt. Like my butt got sanded with snow crystals. If I were gonna do this again, I'd carry just a little like 2-foot piece of foam pad guy could sit on and help. But here goes the boy. Hit it! It doesn't matter if you use your brakes, you'll run out at the bottom. My pants are all wet and my boots are full of snow and my feet are freezing standing on a glacier. This is awesome.
Yeah, I found those ice spots you were talking about.
Yeah, right. And there is Knife Point Glacier. And it actually, there's glacier clear down to the bottom. We're actually going to get to cross some of it, and it's kind of exciting. We got a lot of snow to go down still, so there'll be more sliding, but I'm putting my camera away. I got to have brakes. Almost didn't bring micro spikes. And they're not super heavy, but it just seemed like one more thing I didn't need to carry. But boy, am I glad I got them. Because the alternative of walking this snow is, I mean, walking past that beautiful lake and the rocks, and then coming over and climbing up rock. And not going the way we came. I think most people go around the other side of that big knob right there because it's dirt on the other side. But man, this snow we're hauling on, it's like walking on a sidewalk. And occasionally sliding down a slide, a very cold slide. Except we are about to hit real glacier here, and I don't know that we're set up to cross it. We're gonna have to see. Now there's ladybugs all over this. This is as sketchy as anything we've done on this route so far. Okay, so most people are smart enough to walk underneath the glacier and go on around. Not us. We didn't realize that this was actually glacier down here as well, but we walked it. And I told Dustin to come over here because I could see tracks where people had been crossing. And I'm gonna go with elk. They're big. There's lots of them. So, blazing new trails. That's been the trail up. That's the rest of the way, but we're almost there. But I've probably videoed these glaciers like 10 times, but this right here is considered one glacier. It's Knife Point Glacier. And then when you go up in the height over here, there's another glacier, but I don't know the name of it. And there's not much oxygen up here. Okay, goodbye to that side. Oh. Hello to this side. Okay, here is the Alpine Lakes. Camp will be at the end of them, down at the bottom of another hill, if we make it that far. Okay, this side we have found ourselves in another all-encompassing snowfield all the way around us. So we're trying to use the rocks the best we can, and we're just sliding the rest of the time. The snow's pretty deep. Now these guys are coming up and they seem to be walking okay, but this snow up top is pretty soft. Not super fast, but way easier than post hole in every step. So this outcropping of rock, I don't know if it goes clear to the lake or not. So we side skirted up high on the snow and came out on top of it. And we're gonna skirt down this other side. There's another glacier. We've just spent like the last hour and a half, 2 hours, completely lost. I've been all through, there's like a million little steps of these rocks here. We finally picked this, and this is just as sketchy as it gets. Dustin's wife, don't watch this anymore. Okay, we made it down the first lake in the time it should have taken us to get down all 4 of them. 3 of them. Poo poo. All right, the outlet of the Upper Alpine Lake. Going to be dropping into the second lake, and then the bottom one. I was trying to figure out how come we could see 4 lakes up here, but the bottom one, just on a little rise, even I guess south of it, is another little lake. So we want to make it at least to the 3rd one. But we lost a ton of daylight. I don't know how far we're gonna get. But I'm glad we made it to here, we'll just say that. Okay, Ian's still making his way down the snow. Dustin's there with him. That last snow patch we came down, he lost his heel and slid. And it was scary to watch him go by, and there was nothing we could do about it. Luckily, he slowed down and was able to put his feet on a rock at the bottom and catch himself. It was pretty sketchy. This is not sketchy. And as late as it's getting, I think this mound in front of us somewhere will be camp tonight. So I have a Oculus Rift with Google Earth. It's virtual reality, and I've stood in this spot a million times and looked at this picture right here and always been in awe at the way that water just disappears at the horizon. It doesn't disappoint in real life either. We, by all rights and purposes, don't have much daylight left, but we're going to push one more lake, even if we got to do it with headlamps on. And we'll still be one lake short of where we were hoping. All right, the lower two lakes are down here around the corner. I guess the middle and then the upper is up there. We got here late. Ian's setting up over here. Dustin's set up over there. Not a whole lot of flat ground to pick from. I'm going to take some pills, eat some dinner, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.